Hey guys, it's Alexis and welcome to my channel. Oh, I need to take this off. I can't see it, but I have a feeling my edges are laid. So today I'm going to be talking about some experiences that I had while in high school. A bunch of you guys may know this, but I went to the same private school from kindergarten to 12th grade. That's like way too long, first of all, for anyone to be at one school, but that's what I did. It was a PWI, which means a predominantly white institution. So I was one of like 5 black girls in my whole class, which is actually a lot. My year somehow ended up with a lot of students of color. Like I got really lucky, but that's still like nothing compared to a year of like 200 people. But I'm super thankful that I got the education that I did. At my school, I mean, obviously I live in Los Angeles, it's very liberal. I didn't experience a ton of like discrimination or like blatant racism, but there were some incidences that were race related that definitely had me feeling pretty uncomfy. So here are 2 short stories from when I was in high school. Before I hop into the video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it or if you didn't, because I need it. Leave a comment down below of what you want to see next, what kind of videos you like, what you didn't like about it. I'm open to any type of feedback, even if you want to be mean like some people are. That's fine. Can't get to me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll give you a second to do it now. Did you do it? You know, because big red button down here, why would you not press it? Anyways, let's get into the video. Oh yeah. So one day, my friend and I were in biology class. It was sophomore year, I believe. So keep in mind, we're like 15, like maybe 16. And our teacher asked us to go get some plastic cups from the cafeteria to use for a lab that she was preparing. And we were like, oh, okay, whatever. Like we didn't think anything of it. So we head over to the cafeteria and we grab a stack of like 20 cups. And then the cafeteria staff like waves us down and stops us and is like,
no, like you can't take that, like you have to pay for it.
And we were like,
no, like you don't understand. Our teacher sent us to go get these like for class.
And she was like,
it doesn't matter, you still have to pay for them, like if you're gonna take that.
So we were like,
oh, okay.
We're not gonna pay for this, obviously. So we put the cups back and went back to class empty-handed. We told our teacher what happened and that they said we had to pay for it, and she was totally fine with it. She was like,
whatever, it's fine. I'll go back later today and get them myself.
We finished the rest of the class, whatever. Everything seemed all fine and dandy, didn't think anything of it. Until me and this friend are sitting together in the quad at lunch later that day, and this white male teacher comes up to us that we've never had as a teacher. So like we didn't know him, he didn't know us, you know, like he didn't even know our names. He had no idea of our character or anything. And he gets in our faces and he starts yelling about how he saw us steal those cups from the cafeteria and how wrong that is, and like why did we think we could get away with that? And me and my friend were like,
oh no, we were gonna leave with them for class, but then they told us we had to pay for them, so we put them back and went back to our teacher empty-handed, like you can ask her.
And he was like,
stop lying, you're breaking the honor code.
Just going off, like going on and on about how what we did was so wrong. And me and my friend are just sitting there so confused because we didn't do anything wrong. We're also 15, so we have no idea what's going on. So then like the bell rings or something, so he walks away and me and my friend just sit there like shook as fuck. And so we were really like shaken up, I guess, if that's a word. So we went to a teacher that we both like really trusted and we felt like we could confide in, and we told her what happened and how he was like yelling at us in front of everybody, and we were so embarrassed. We had tears in our eyes because, you know, when you're in high school, everything seems like the biggest deal in the world. Like seeing a teacher yell at you in front of your friends, like that's like end of all, like be all. So she was like,
oh girls, like it's okay, like I'll get this cleared up.
So she reaches out to both teachers. Our biology teacher does confirm that we came back with no cups. So she like cleared our name, I guess, for this crime that we didn't commit. She asked the male teacher if he can apologize to us, and he just avoids eye contact with us for, I kid you not,
The rest is here.
even though we never like knew him, like we don't, like it was just so weird. And 2 months later, he sends an email to both of us, no subject, no context, no punctuation. All it says is just sorry. 2 months after this incident has happened, still too coward to like come apologize to us in person. Still too coward to like even put a period at the end of his sentence. I just thought that was super ridiculous, and it sucks that we had to go through that. This friend was also Black, so I just don't see how that's like a coincidence. He fully just accused us of stealing when we didn't. He had no evidence because it didn't even happen. He could have checked with our teacher before he came and like started verbally attacking us and accusing us, but he didn't. I'll definitely never forget that. So moving on to the second story. This one doesn't even like sound real. Like, it's so shocking that it just sounds like I made it up, but it truly did happen. I was a junior, and I don't like to throw the word racist around, but I truly believe that this teacher is racist and his actions that day were racist. So So we were in math class. I think it was like Algebra 2. We had just taken a quiz, and the teacher, a white male, might I add, was going over the answers like on the board from the quiz we just took. A student, a white boy, realizes that he did something wrong on his quiz as we're going over the answers. You know, shocker, like that he realized it then. Like, obviously you're gonna know, you get what I mean. So then this student proceeds to, I kid you not, rise up out of his seat, and he was like,
Oh, I forgot something.
walks up to the teacher's desk, picks up the stack of quizzes, files through them to find his, changes an answer, and puts it back in the pile. And the teacher was like, jokingly, like pretending not to see, like kind of looking over, and everyone was so confused, and it was really, really strange. But he just changed an answer on his test from a wrong answer to a right answer. He just got 3 points. So of course another student's gonna try to do it after him if the teacher didn't do anything about it. So another girl, a white girl, proceeds to get up out of her desk, walk over to the teacher's desk, pick up the stack of quizzes, files through them, finds hers, picks it out, changes an answer, and puts it back in the pile. And the teacher's reaction was the same. He just like looked over and kind of giggled, and like everyone in the class was like, what the fuck is going on? So then one of my friends, a Black girl that's in this class, sees what the two students just did and proceeds to do the same thing. This is where it gets crazy. She's sitting a lot closer to where his desk is, so she just reaches over to grab the stack of quizzes, just like the two white kids just did before her, and he saw them and did nothing. And he literally slaps her hand. And the room got so quiet. Everyone was so shook after he let the two white kids literally change an answer that we're going over on a quiz we just took. She reaches in that direction and he literally slaps her hand, like hard. There were some gasps, like definitely for me included. You could literally hear a pin drop. And everyone was quiet and like no one even knew what to do. And the girl was like, thought it couldn't get worse, huh? He thought that was like the end of the story. Then he chuckles and he says,
That's how I like to beat my wife.
excuse me, sir. Excuse me, what? That is not funny. So not only did he allow two white kids to do something and then physically stops a Black girl from doing the same thing right after, but then he follows that with a joke about domestic violence. Everyone was shook, shaken, and stirred. Some of the white boys in the class were like laughing, like giggling at the joke. Someone else was like, what makes you think that's funny? Like, don't make a joke about that. Also, like, we're children. Those boys like probably now think that it's okay to go around, even if it's a gentle slap, like gentle slapping girls and like make a joke about like beating your wife. That's not okay, and we already have such a problem with that in our culture. We don't want to make guys or girls or anyone feel like that's okay. And after the girl said something, he was like,
Oh, people take things too seriously these days. Like, it was just a joke.
and I think he followed up with that because he could see the look of disgust on like the majority of the class's face, but like he didn't understand what he did wrong. And so my friend and I, we took the situation to the principal to let him know so he could take action or like talk to him. And of course, nothing was done. No one did anything. He just like nodded his head and literally nothing happened. So yeah, those are the two stories of the times that my white male teachers singled out Black girls and either abused them verbally or physically. Yeah, children. I feel like this is the time in the video where I would be like, but don't worry, like the school had really great, like blank or whatever, but like I'm just gonna let those stories stand for themselves, and I'm not gonna defend the school or these teachers or their actions. I will say that not all the teachers are terrible, like there are obviously good teachers, but I don't think that really makes up for like incidents like that happening, and those were only my experiences. I don't know what other people went through or what else went down. That's all for this video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and use the comment section as you please. Even if you just want to be mean, like just use it, because you know, engagement. And don't forget to subscribe, you know, big red button. Why would you not press it? Like it's just there waiting for you to press it. You're beautiful and wonderful, and I hope you have a beautiful and wonderful day. Bye.
I remember when we used to stay in, never go